Hi students, இன்னைக்கு நாம பார்க்க போற டாபிக் என்ன அப்படின்னா டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் சர்க்குலேஷன். ஸோ இப்போ நம்ம லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்ல நம்ம என்ன பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா பிளட் காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் பிளட் பார்த்தோம். தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா பிளட் வெசல்ஸ் அண்ட் லாஸ்ட் we discuss about the structure of human heart. ஸோ இப்போ நம்ம அதை பார்க்கும்போது நம்ம பார்த்துருப்போம் ஹியூமன் சர்க்குலேட்டரி சிஸ்டம் அப்படிங்கிறது இட் இஸ் அ க்ளோஸ்ட் சர்க்குலேட்டரி சிஸ்டம். So circulatory system that consists of two types, open and closed. The open circulatory system is present in lower level of organisms and the closed circulatory system is present in higher level of organisms like vertebrate. So in human being it is a higher level of organism. In that the closed circulatory system is present. So in the closed circulatory system the blood is circulate in three different ways, so that form the types of circulation. So blood வந்து மூணு different typesல circulate ஆகுது. So அதனால நமக்கு என்ன produce ஆகுது அப்படின்னா types of circulation produce ஆகுது. So this type of circulation, there are three different types of circulation. The first one is the pulmonary circulation and the second one is the systemic circulation and the third one is the coronary circulation. So these are the three types of circulation that present in the human being. Okay, so first we are going to see about the pulmonary circulation. So pulmonary, that means the lungs. Okay, pulmonary nave eppome enna artham appadina, that means the lungs. So நம்ம ஏற்கனவே ஹார்ட்டோட ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் பார்த்துருக்கோம். the arteries and the lower two chambers or the ventricles. Okay, so இப்போ என்ன ஆகுது அப்படின்னா during the contraction of the ventricles from the right ventricle the blood is pumped into the என்னாகுது blood எங்கிருந்து பம்ப் ஆகுது from the right ventricle the blood is pumped into the pulmonary artery into the lungs for the purification. It is bifurcated into the arteries and form the pulmonary arteries that entered into the lungs for the purification. Okay, so after purification, that means purification means the gaining of oxygen and releasing of the losing of the carbon dioxide. After gaining the oxygen from the lungs, the oxygenated blood that reaches the left auricle through the four pulmonary veins. Okay, so four pulmonary veins வழியா என்ன ஆகுது அப்படின்னா நமக்கு left auricle க்கு oxygenated blood வந்து join ஆகுது. So this circulation between the right ventricle to the lungs and lungsல இருந்து திரும்பி என்ன ஆகுது left auricle க்கு வந்து சேருது. So this circulation is called as the pulmonary circulation. The first circulation that takes place between the இது ஒரு சைக்கிள் ஆகுது இல்லையா. So the first circulation between the right ventricle to the lungs and then the left auricle, this circulation is called as pulmonary circulation. And the second one, that is the systemic circulation or body circulation from the left ventricle. Okay, from the left ventricle the blood vessel which is arises, that is called as aorta. The aorta gives rise into number of branches and supply the blood to all the body parts. Okay, supply the blood to all the body parts. After supplying the left ventricle that takes the oxygenated blood and it supplies the oxygenated blood to all the body parts. After supplying the blood to the body parts, it takes the deoxygenated blood, it converted into the vein, and these veins that collects the deoxygenated blood and the vein that open into the right auricle. Okay, so right auricle, that means either superior vena cava or inferior vena cava. நம்ம ஏற்கனவே படிச்சிருக்கோம். So அந்த superior vena cava or inferior vena cava வழியா என்ன ஆகுது, the deoxygenated blood from the body that reaches the right auricle. Okay, so the circulation between the left ventricle to the body parts and to the right auricle, this circulation is called as the systemic circulation or the body circulation. Okay, So second one is the circulation between left ventricle to the body parts to the right atrium. Yeah, the circulation between, simply we say the circulation between right ventricle to left atrium, that is called as pulmonary circulation. The circulation between the left ventricle to the right atrium, it is called as systemic circulation. Yeah. So next, the third circulation, it is quite different. So in this, but from the left ventricle, the blood vessel which arises, that is called as the aorta. This aorta gives rise into the branch, different branches. One of the branch is called as coronary artery. The coronary artery which supply the blood to the heart muscles. So in the heart muscles blood supply that is the coronary artery. After supplying the oxygenated blood, the deoxygenated bloods are received by the coronary sinus. The coronary sinus is opened into the right atrium, so that the circulation between, the circulation between coronary artery to coronary sinus, or otherwise the left ventricle, again the same left ventricle to the right atrium is called as the coronary circulation. The third circulation is the circulation between the coronary artery and the coronary sinus. Okay. So coronary artery kum coronary sinus kum naduvula nadakra circulation, that is called as coronary circulation. So there are three different types of circulation that takes place in the human being and the mammals. Okay. So this is the types of circulation. Human circulation is also called as double circulation because the blood is entered into the heart twice, so that it is called as double circulation. So here first, the blood is entered into the right atrium. The same amount of blood is entered into, that is the first time. Okay, the blood is entered into the right atrium. Then the blood, it reaches the right ventricle and it reaches the lungs. After that, purification, that is entered into the left atrium, that is the second time. The same amount of blood, it is entered twice into the heart. After that, it reaches the left ventricle and it goes out. So this circulation, the two times the same blood that is entered twice, so that is called as double circulation. Okay. So in this, the types of circulation, we see about the pulmonary circulation, the circulation between right ventricle to the left atrium, and the second one is the systemic circulation, in that the circulation between the left ventricle to the right auricle, and the third one is the coronary circulation, the circulation between the coronary artery and the coronary sinus. Okay, so this is the types of circulation. As we saw, that is the human circulation is the double circulation. Because of this double circulation, the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood does not mix with each other. But in primitive organisms, in lower level organisms like Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata, and even though the vertebrates like fishes and amphibians, that is a mixing of the deoxygenated and oxygenated blood. In arthropods like cockroaches, samples of the heart, in that the oxygenated, there is no separation of the chambers, so that all the blood is mixed with each other. Likewise, in the fishes, they contains upper auricle and lower ventricle. Here also, the oxygenated blood and the deoxygenated blood are poured into same auricle, and so that they mix with each other. Okay.